In this video, we will have an overview about Scrum, its main idea, teams, and main events. The main idea behind Scrum is to set a sprint time box of a limited time, from 1 to 4 weeks. Within each sprint, the team have to manage to take a small slice of the requirements and convert it to a working product increment. And to make sure we are delivering a working product increment, we need to make sure it passes some quality metrics. That's what we can call a definition of done, which is briefly a checklist that we can use to make sure every product increment is working and can be considered potentially shippable. After the sprint ends, we validate that the produced increment is meeting the customer needs. We collect feedback and then start a new sprint with another slice of the requirements, and so on. Thus, we are working in an iterative and incremental approach. Let's have an example here. If we are going to develop an e-commerce system, so we have the registration module, the search module, then the cart module, and then the payment module, and recommendations, filters, offers, and the rest of the features. We need to break down this complex project into vertical slices to make our team able to convert each slice to a working increment in each sprint. So let's take the email login slice, then the view items slice, then the add to cart slice, then one payment option slice, and work on them iteratively. On each iteration, as known as sprint, we will finish one or more of these vertical slices till the end. For example, we need to do the coding, testing, fixing bugs, and integrating the graphics items as if we are going to ship this increment by the end of this sprint. So, this is how Scrum and sprints work. Now, let's see how the Scrum team is structured to be able to work in this way. Scrum teams act as one unit, which have all the capabilities to finish a potentially shippable product increment by the end of each sprint. This team consists of the development team, which does the work. And we have to note here, these are not only developers. They are everyone who participates in the activity of producing the software in hand. We also have the product owner, who is responsible for the requirements and business decisions. And finally, the Scrum Master, who facilitates the overall Scrum process. To help this team manage their work and communicate together effectively at the same time, Scrum defines a set of time-boxed events or meetings, which are: number 1, sprint planning. It is a meeting held at the beginning of each sprint to set a plan for the coming sprint. Number 2, daily Scrum. It is a meeting held every day in the sprint as a team alignment meeting to inspect and adapt the sprint plan. Number 3, sprint review. It is a meeting held at the end of each sprint to inspect the output of the sprint and revise the overall project plan and adapt based upon the feedback and the project current situation. Number 4, sprint retrospective. It is a meeting held also at the end of each sprint to inspect the team culture, process challenges, and adapt to improve. As you can see, the Scrum events are considered formal opportunities for the team to inspect and adapt. Now, we have finished the overview about Scrum. We will get into the details of everything we mentioned in this video in the later videos.